Hello, it's Carsman50 from the Hardware Diversity Discussion, and today is the 21st of August 2017, and I do apologise, I did have another video of this recorded, I actually had it uploaded. However, I decided that it wasn't really necessary, and found that there was not a lot of detail. It's quite a short video, so I thought, well, how about we wait till Monday and have a video there that has a bit more information in it. So yeah, first and foremost, I had quite a big computer glitch again on the weekend, and honestly I got quite frustrated and had tinkered around for it for a couple of hours because we thought the pump died. As you know, I've got water cooling in my system, and it was just not budging even after trying all those different things. We thought, we're going to call it dead and just rip the loop apart and send it back to EK. However, after all that, and on the last test we did, it came to life. We through Dad's external power supply, which we used just in case the power supply in the actual computer was not functioning correctly. However, that wasn't the case, as I ended up plugging it back into the main supply after we did that final test, and it seems to be all good now, because otherwise I wouldn't be recording this video. So that's really, really good to hear. I'm just really annoyed about intermittent issues because it's just really, really bad, and I don't really want to have to deal with them too often, because it just puts me out of work, considering I was going to be filming with Fred last night for their channel update video, actually, because that was what we're going to be doing, because we're going to release a video just updating you guys on how the season's going. We'll have some preview clips of what we've done, and just to say, well, yes, we're going to be releasing this at the end of the year, so fingers crossed that is still on the table, and hopefully next weekend we can get filming again, and hopefully we don't have any issues to deal with like that. Otherwise it's just going to be, just ongoing and really, really just quite annoying and whatnot. Talking about intermittent issues, I've been using my laptop for course the last sort of couple of months, as it's just a lot better than the course laptops themselves, and I've been taking it there and doing all that, and there's been one fault with it actually that, I've accepted because I don't use a laptop too often, but the battery hasn't been able to be detected actually in Device Manager or Hardware Info or anything like that, and it just basically says 0%, it doesn't charge and whatnot. However, today, out of the oddest blue, I turned it on. I had some issues turning it on. However, after a while and after it started up, it said it was charging. I thought, no, that can't be right. So I left it, charged it, unplugged it for a little bit, and it died. Well, it didn't die, but I let it die, and it died quite quickly. However, I charged it up, then I unplugged it, and it actually worked for about an hour or two. About an hour and a half, I think, would probably be the maximum battery life out of it at the moment, but that's still quite significant considering that it was dead. Like, literally, I had to use it like a desktop, and that was fine because I've got a cooling pad and all that kind of stuff anyway, and I just thought, well, that's just going to be how it lives till it dies later on. But now it seems to be usable as a laptop for a short period of time, because I never really had that good of a battery. Maybe 3 hours max, because I remember having to charge it when I was at high school, because that's when I sort of used it most, was, left it plugged in while I was at high school, and having it plugged in for 2 or 3 hours before we needed to charge it was fairly regular. So really it's only died about 30% or 60%, but the fact that it still works at all is quite a miracle actually, so I'm happy that somehow it's survived and done all that sort of stuff, so that's really, really cool. Another news, sorry I haven't recorded the Need for Speed video. As I said, my Xbox controller is still out of action and I haven't yet borrowed another one. However, I may look at set up my racing wheel for a little bit and seeing if I can use that for the Need for Speed videos. I'm sure you probably could, but you never know, and that may be something to experiment with until I get my controller back, which is still in bits downstairs, I'm sorry to say, but the cord is yet to be strengthened because I don't really want to use it how it was, so that's coming up soon, but you never know, I could look at my wheel in the near future. Other than that, not much in the news department, just jobs and jobs and jobs. the filming hasn't got any further. The editing has, however. I've been doing that over the last couple of days and still wanting to soldier on with that, so I can actually have some preview clips for you guys once the channel update video comes out this week, or actually no, not this week, but next week at some point, probably the end of next week, as I'll probably film it and I'll spend the week editing it. So that's how that will go. But other than that, just keep up to date on Twitter. I've been posting there a little bit, as always. And hopefully channel update video is next week with some more information of us filming the next channel update video. And the Need for Speed series does come out sooner rather than later, as I'm really itching to get a hold of the Porsche Cayman S of Barron's. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, favorite, subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Cheers. Peace out for now. Bye bye.